Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with my uh, former colleague and study fellow student from the university, Leo. So, welcome, Leo.
Thank you, Marco.
Leo has been joining the 12-week language mastery program as well. And to be honest, I was also very super happy when I saw your name and when you joined the program. And I'm curious what your um, what your experience is with the course. But before we do this, let me first ask you a couple of questions. So, who are you, Leo? Who are you exactly, and what do you do?
Yeah, I'm Leo. I'm from Hamburg, Germany. Right now, I'm a master's student at Hamburg University, studying Buddhist studies with a focus on China. But before that's how we got to know each other. I also studied classical Indology and Sinology. Also at Hamburg University, I stayed in Taiwan for 1.5 years. I learned a little bit of Sanskrit and Chinese, classical Chinese, and right now I'm at the end of my master's studies.
And you're being very humble. I'm sure you learned a little bit more than a little bit of Sanskrit and Chinese, etc.
Doesn't always feel like it, but maybe, yeah.
Also, you just told me that I mean, you're at the very end of your master student studies. In fact, you already finished your master thesis and you got already great results with this. So, first of all, congratulations for handing in your master thesis. So
Thank
that's
you.
basically the conclusion of it.
Yes.
So, and you're about to Mm, let me ask this differently. What was your initial situation before you started the course?
My situation was that I was already seeing the end of the line, kind of, or the horizon after my master's studies.
Mhm.
So I started to kind of assess my situation. How do I want to proceed? But also, what do I have in hand, kind of? What can I apply? What am I capable of to proceed? Because my ambition, ambition, goal is to further pursue a scientific career.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, and that was my situation when or when I learned from you that you offer this course, and I thought, okay, yeah, this is exactly the right moment. Because right now, during that assessment, I realized there are still some things that I want to improve and that I want to work on in a systematic matter. Um, so yeah, that was my situation. I had some things that were good candidates, let's say, for diving into and for pursuing systematically with your course. Uh,
Perfect. Thank you very much. And what was your goal and what did you hope to gain from the course?
I actually, do you mean before or after you already have introduced some of the initial teaching materials?
Good question. Good question. It can be both,
Okay,
as whichever you feel like.
yeah. So um, before I realized that I want to improve my Chinese reading ability and
Mhm.
also conversational Chinese listening comprehension, especially regarding different uh, accents, not really dialects, but accents. Um, so I just had a rough idea. I want to get
Mm.
better in Chinese, maybe just like that.
Yes.
Yes, overall. Um, that
Yes.
was my initial idea. Yes.
True, true. I remember this. And what did you how to ask this? What did you achieve through the course so far?
Yeah. Um, the first thing that was really a big achievement for me was that I realized or that I got a clearer picture of where I want to go.
Hmm.
So you really helped me thinking about like very specifically what it is that I want. So I don't just want to get better. That was just the initial idea and was not very specific. I really want to be fluent. I
Hmm.
want to be able to not just get a rough idea what people are saying, but I really want to be able to use Chinese as close to my mother language as possible.
Wow.
That is my actual goal.
Yeah.
And yeah, you kind of allowed me to realize that. And yeah, that was a big achievement, a big change. But then the next, even more important achievement that I already had initially at the beginning of your course was that I realized that I actually have another even bigger goal, or even more important, maybe
Hmm.
not bigger, but definitely more important, more crucial to my situation,
Hmm.
which is pursuing a PhD. And together, so with your help, yeah, I got to reformulating what I want to achieve with the course, because this really is maybe I'm already getting ahead here, but this really is a very special feature of your
Hmm.
course, that it's not restricted to languages
Hmm.
or um, I don't know, sciences like natural sciences or anything. It's just about learning. You
Yes.
pick what you want to learn,
Hmm.
and so the participant picks what they want to learn, and then you accompany us
Yes.
in this journey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for this feedback. I wonder, how would you describe the course so far?
It's not so easy to describe it. It is novel.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is because the approach, um, the methodology was very new to me,
Hmm.
and also the aspects that are part of the course would normally you wouldn't find, for example, emotional aspects
Mm.
or how to call it. Yeah, let's just say inner aspects, the inner dimension of learning, the inner
Yes.
dimension of pursuing things
Yes.
that are attached, affiliated with learning or with curiosity. All
Hmm.
this stuff really was new to me. So this is was very, very special to me, especially because I realized, because at first I thought, oh, okay, yeah, of course, interesting, very interesting, but this is not a learning technique.
Hmm.
They are also there. You have very, very good learning techniques, like very concrete, specific methods how to acquire knowledge
Hmm.
and how to preserve this knowledge. This is also there. But those aspects that were about motivation, for
Hmm.
example, or like with the outer and inner environment, kind of,
Yes.
these things were new. And at first I was like, okay, yeah, okay, let's see. Interesting, but maybe kind of like skeptic
Yes.
about the use of that, maybe. But these things were the most powerful, because the
Wow.
other stuff, you can Google stuff, you can go watch YouTube videos on, I don't know, maybe Pomodoro techniques or
Yes.
stuff like that. Just something that comes to mind when it's when people talk about how to learn and
Hmm.
techniques and so on. But it's so important what your mindset is when
Yes.
you sit in front of the material.
Yes.
And it can be all kinds of material. It's just like you are there, there's something that you want to acquire, something is out there, you want to make it something, a part of you, kind of, you want to internalize it. And so, yeah, of course, it's very important how this inner world, what this inner
Hmm.
world looks like. And if this inner world is shaped by openness, by curiosity, by a feeling of I am right now reaching for something good, for
Yeah,
something that I really want to get.
that's
Of
it.
course, everything works better then. Yeah, there was a big realization.
Wow, wow. Like it's thank you so much for this feedback. It sounds like you really got a lot of value out of these, let's say, psychological aspects of
Yes,
sport. Yeah.
yes.
Wow. And what I mean, you already touched upon this quite a lot. But what particularly surprised you about the course?
Yeah, basically what I already mentioned.
Mm.
So it was very surprising to me how, okay, maybe to add another aspect.
Mhm.
Um, the Another big surprise was what happened inside of me.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I learned something new about myself, namely exactly what we were just talking about, those psychological aspects. And on the way of trying to find an inner position of curiosity and motivation and so on, of course, you inevitably have to look at your current
Mhm.
inner environment. And this is where you learn too.
Yes.
For myself, I learned that there's a lot of pressure when I want to pursue things. There are a lot of ideas that are supposed to give me motivation, like I don't know, make someone proud, make the family proud, parents or so on, or have a good like position in society, or like reach goals for being able to show them to the world, like raising, I don't know, raising your self-worth or stuff like that.
That's right.
Um, these were things that were just there,
Mhm.
and they were not really helpful, to be honest. I
Mhm.
mean, I managed to learn quite some stuff up to
Mhm.
now, so it kind of worked. But there is a way of achieving the same, or I would even say achieving more,
Yes.
in a much nicer manner. Just it's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
Yes.
more. It feels better.
Absolutely, and I totally agree with you. While the outside accolades like the status or this now we get this degree, that degree, it can be there and can be motivating. It is motivating to some degree. The it's nothing in comparison when we are intrinsically motivated and moved by the things we are studying, that we're getting up even when we're tired, and even if we have a bad day, we were studying what we want to study. Completely different ball game.
Yes.
Yeah, wow, wow. And would you recommend the course? And if so, to whom would you recommend the course?
First, definitely, I would definitely recommend this course. And to whom? I would have to think deeply to find anyone who I wouldn't deem suitable for
Mhm.
attending this course, because it starts with maybe I can kind of like spoiler here, so spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's okay.
But um, it starts with just 1 minute of learning in the
Hmm.
first
Yes.
week,
Yes.
1 minute a day, and I don't see anybody.
Mm.
I mean, apart from very severe conditions,
Mm.
who would not be able to do that, and then you would just grow into it. So I myself, of course, I am spending like my daily life with learning, with acquiring knowledge, and
Mhm.
with also reproducing and so on. So for me, I first thought maybe it's a little underwhelming
Mhm.
and not enough, or yeah,
Mhm.
I had some thoughts like that. And also, you were very flexible and recommended to me, okay, you don't have to stick to that 1 minute if you
Mhm.
feel you are able to, and like not overloading yourself. You can also extend that
Mhm.
that time. but still was very valuable to just try to do that 1 minute, and then yeah, maybe they became 2 or 3 minutes, but should not extend too much. So yeah, for someone like me, it definitely was not underwhelming. It
Hmm.
was a very interesting approach that is very sustainable, or appears very sustainable. And yeah, for the others who may not be at the university or may even have been working for 10, 20 years and yeah, are not so much in this learning, reproducing cycle, they still would have like, yeah, very, very good chances of achieving something great for themselves, because it just builds up. And yeah, and then you will get to some places that maybe you weren't even um, sure that you would be able to reach them.
Wow, wow, thank you so much. And I really also love the idea that when you said like, hey, 1 minute could be potentially underwhelming, but by the same token, hey, we can just choose 1 minute of a thing which we are afraid of or which challenges us and do 1 minute in this particular thing
Hmm.
and start, especially if we have already, like you, already have loads of experience of studying languages, both classical and modern. And yeah, just raise the level in this regard. Well, thank you so much for this feedback. That's it's really I'm happy to see you grow, and of course we are continuing to work with one another, and I'm
Yes,
looking very much forward for this and to
me
see.
too. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, and to see where you will end up. So I'm very much looking forward for this. And for those who are watching this, if you also want to have such a structured course for you, and want to see where you can really go if you really unlock your full potential, then click the link below on the survey. And I want to see where you're at, and you can book a call free of charge. And I want to see and want to talk to you if to see if this program is a fit. Thank you so much, Leo, for your time here. And thank you for being a part of this course. And I'm again looking very much forward to continuing working with you.
Thank you so much. It was a great experience, and I really recommend it. At least give it a shot. It will be worth it.
Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it.